Welcome back, students. Master Spleen in the building. So I'm really glad today because we are going to present a sweep from Arsnyo that swept 7-0 tournament Comannder Cup in Lille. And I'm very glad to have with me Arsnyo on board today. Hello, Arsnyo.
Hello, Spleen. Thanks for your invitation. I'm so happy to be here today. It's an honor for me.
Thanks, Arsnyo. First, we are going to look at your team that you run during this Comannder Cup. So we have Empoleon, we have Alolan Ninetales, Alolan Muk, Toxicroak, Venusaur, and Gallade. So I'm directly super curious about the Gallade over the Hypno. So I'm curious about the thoughts on how you built all this team.
To be honest, I noticed that in this cup you absolutely need a confusion user for me to target the Toxicroak. I don't like to play Hypno, it's too meta for me, so I decided to choose a Gallade. I really love this month. It has a really good moveset. His damage are so important against Toxicroak. I think it's too strong, so I wanted to make pressure with this month, so I've chosen Gallade as confusion user. His moveset was really interesting because Leaf Blade can target all the water Pokemon. It can be really hard to cover, I think. So I've chosen Gallade for this reason.
Yeah, so in a way you are going double grass. And what was your first Pokemon that you picked? Was it the Comannder or another one?
I'd say Ninetales. For me, it was a really good pick for this meta. I wanted to build with Ninetales. Tried to build the core with Ninetales. And when we check the meta, you can see there's some months you really need. So I've had really fast my Toxicroak and Muk because it's also an extremely strong core. Like I said just before, I had to pick up 2 new months, and Gallade was the best confusion user for me. To choose the last month, I've decided to play Venusaur because I think my Empoleon, Muk, and Ninetales could well cover Hypno, so it was not that bad if I had another Hypno weakness. Because of Lantern, for me it was a really good Pokemon to target Lantern with Gallade.
I totally get it. And the moveset on the Alolan Ninetales, is it a Powder Snow or a Charm Alolan Ninetales?
Yes, it's a Powder Snow. I don't really like Charm, and for me, Powder Snow is really strong to spam. Moreover, when you have Wither Ball. And also, Psyshock is really interesting this meta for the Toxicroak or a mirror matchup or Lantern. So yes, I wanted to play Ninetales with Powder Snow to spam.
Yeah, interesting, because in the end, I think most of the Alolan Ninetales in this meta are Charm. So it's interesting to see that you went with the Powder Snow version.
Yes, right now a lot of Ninetales are played with Charm.
I think so, because it makes sense as well. It's really a strong beast in the 2 shield.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
This is the first game, the first round.
No, it's this one is the second round. I had forgotten to record the first ones. And yeah, I had won first one 3-0. But when I saw I was playing Race to Occasion, I was not confident. I was okay, let's see what's going to happen.
He is an amazing player, so yeah, really tough opponent. He really knows the game well. So looking at his team, what were your concerns? How do you want to tackle his, let's say, kind of double electric strategy here?
This double electric was very tough for my Empoleon. So I had to cover Empoleon very well. But for me, one of my picks that was very good against his team was my Ninetales. With Powder Snow and his spam, he could take without any problems Munchlax, Toxicroak, Alolan Raichu, even Hypno, and maybe more complicated against his Ninetales and Lantern. But I think it was a very safe pick. I think I had to play it. My Toxicroak was also very good because of his Toxicroak that could die with Mud Bomb. His Munchlax, obviously, even Lantern or Raichu. So I had to have a good coverage, and to have this good coverage, my strategy for the first match was to have the safest lead possible, and to take the lead or to have the shield advantage, and after just trying to outplay with the backline.
And your Venusaur looks strong as well if he's running a Charm, Alolan Ninetales. So
Yeah. It's still hard to play because of Hypno. When we see this Hypno, we don't really know. We always want to play two counters to Hypno, so we have to make a choice. What are you playing, Venusaur? Are you playing Gallade? Are you playing Toxicroak? It was a difficult choice, but we'll see in the match what I've decided.
Yep, let's move to the match here. So the first match against Rise here, and we have Hypno lead into Alolan Ninetales. What were your thoughts here? Staying and trying to grab shield advantage or switch?
I know in this matchup I can win the lead or the chill advantage if I play that well, and here, for example, I had a sneak, so it was not well played from me. But if you play well, you can take the lead here or the shield advantage. So for me, it was a good lead. It was okay if my backline was not countered by his backline.
Yeah,
So he does not take any risk here. So okay, I let go through for me.
And you came in and you farmed with.
Yes.
With Alolan Muk, and you have the Gallade in the back, and I was wondering if it was going to be your strat to bait up the Hypno and clean with the Gallade.
At this moment, since he switched on Munchlax, for me it was I was good because for me Gallade was really safe because Hypno will die in 1 or 2 confusion. Munchlax were not on Gallade, so it's a good thing for me. So I just had to stay and try to have one of the best answers for me in back.
And no
so I've decided to let my shield for Gallade, who needs shield.
Yeah, and here you are going to double shield the Gallade and farm down and have a bunch of energy. And
yes, that's it.
You can blow all the backlights there.
But at this moment, I knew it was going to be very hard because he still has his Hypno, and he could try a catch or something, and I know it was going to be really tough for me.
Yeah, of course. Rise still has a shield. This Sleep Blade put it in the field, and he kind of need to force you to throw here.
Exactly.
And here the catch.
And here I needed 2 confusion to kill Hypno, and he could kill me in 2 confusions. So I really need him to try to catch my Leaf Blade. So it was, I think I've been very lucky for this match because if he timed this from another way, it would have been really tough. And I think I've been really lucky for this match, for the end of the match.
Yeah, indeed, because by catching the Leaf Blade, he put himself in a bad situation.
Exactly. I needed him to trying to catch my Leaf Blade.
Yeah, indeed. And game 2, let's see how you decided to play it. And you have a Venusaur lead into the Alolan Ninetales, and this is perfect for
exactly. I wanted to see a Lantern lead, and when I've seen the Ninetales, I was not very confident, but I've seen he hard charms, and for me here it was really good.
Yeah, because Venusaur is one of the few mons that can beat the Charm Ninetales in the 2-shield in this cup. So this is a very good matchup, and Rise decides to let go and to farm with the Hypno, but this Hypno is going to take this Frenzy Plant right into the face, and it's going to be hurt.
Yeah, exactly. This is why Venusaur is such a monster, because he got moved really fast, and even on Hypno, it's huge damage.
Yeah, and here you come with the Empoleon. He switches to the Lantern, and you swap into the Lantern. The Lantern got a bit ahead on energy, so let's see how you decide to play here the match. Yeah, a bit of lag here, but you
and again, I think this lag helped me. I think I've been lucky, because I would have thrown really fast my my Mud Bomb, but the lag, because of the lag, I could have a little bit more of energy and have this Mud Bomb on Hypno.
Mm-hmm.
So it was for me in a good range to have a waterfall through, and I think I've been lucky, to be honest.
And you secure the win with the Hypno here.
Yes.
So because it's a 2-0, we don't show the third game, and we move to the next round. You are playing against Secris, who is Swiss. What were your thoughts when you saw his team? He has the Munchlax and he has a Golbat.
Yes, I was extremely afraid by his Golbat. He could destroy a lot of mons in my team, like Toxicroak, Venusaur, even Gallade, even Ninetales with energy advantage. So I was absolutely not confident. For me, it was going to be really hard. I really need to have the lead and the backline. So I had to take some risk, and let's see.
Yep, let's see exactly. And Alolan Ninetales in the lead into the Muk. So because here this Alolan Ninetales doesn't have Charm, the matchup changes a bit. Yes, you are going to be a spam here, but you don't apply that much fast move pressure.
Yes, but since I'm spamming, I could take the lead. I know I can take the lead in this matchup, even in 2 shields. So for me, I was good here.
Throwing another weather ball, and here comes the shield, and simultaneous swap of both opponents into Empoleon and Hypno.
It was an insane swap, because I tried to catch a Sludge Wave, and I think he tried to catch Wither Ball, so we swapped at the exact same times, and it really helped me for this match.
Yeah, because Empoleon is going to be able here to throwing double fire punches here.
I wanted to take 0 risk and keep the lead with huge energy. So
yeah, and now you have energy. There is an Alolan Muk in the back, and this Hydro Cannon is going to hurt. Shielding, and it's a CMP ties. This is
surprising CMP, I think, or no, I don't know.
And he throws and you can come with the Alolan Ninetales, farming the exact right amount of energy just before his next move.
Yes, and he has the Golbat in back, but for him it was a lost run for him. So I don't know. He sent me GG and stopped tapping. He told me it was not in a good day, but I think I would have won even if he was still playing. But
yeah, I think he wanted to move to the second game.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, let's see. And we have the Gallade into the top.
Big lead here.
Yeah, you were saying?
It was really a big lead for me here. Big
lead and big counter swap
yes.
here as well.
And surprising to see him switching on Hypno, expecting I have Muk in the back.
Yeah, exactly. And he's going to go Fire Punch here, and at
I,
this stage, you are even farming a bit more energy here.
I was not throwing right now because I wanted him to have less farm.
Yeah,
So
this is a good move, and now you have one move
Toxicroak.
here, and the Toxicroak. No shields on Secret side and one counter to take you down, but you still have the Gallade here. He makes a good job here at throwing a counter and swapping out.
Yes,
But
exactly.
now you
Good
Gallade
timing.
to shield this close combat, and you can switch, applying this shield pressure.
Yep. This is why I really love Ninetales Powder Snow, because in this matchup you really need to spam with the ball.
Yeah, and this is what the ball is going to hurt. He decides to shield, but now you are going to commit to your first shield, and you're going to be able to throw this weather ball, charging up to 2 of the balls here and throwing.
He told me he misclicked while switching with Hypno. I understand, because Munchlax is better safe swap, more than when you expect me to have Muk in the back. But I think I had my whole line was good. I think even if he safe switch on Munchlax, my Ninetales was good against him.
I think the Gallade was huge for you here against his team, because you could trap the Hypno and then the Gallade could run free. So that was very, very interesting. Next round is against Ali Lucky. So we continue to climb here for the round 4. Thoughts on the team of Ali Lucky here?
I was really scared by the Frostlass. As we know, it's an extremely good Pokemon. It has an insane pressure with his charge and move. So I didn't know how to take Frostlass and Hypno at the same time. And knowing I had to take his Toxicroak or his Munchlax, it was for me it was really tough here. I had to take some risk. I was still in my strategy to be quite safe with Ninetales and quite risky with Gallade, if my memory is good.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. I don't even remember.
Let's find out. I know you won because you swept, but let's find out.
Yes.
And you have
Okay.
again the Alolan Ninetale in the lead into the Hypno. So we already saw this matchup, and I assume you're
Exactly.
exactly the same. So throwing
Yep.
weather balls, applying pressure, and trying to grab shield, or to make him throw as well, and just leave the matchup.
Exactly. I think I was good here, like the other match.
Yeah, and you make a great job as well at timing well your charging.
Yes. Same strategy as against Rice. Not shielding, farming with Muk, and let's see his back.
Exactly, and this is the
And huge farm here.
perfect amount of farm. And here comes the Toxicroak, and you're going to throw this foul play, going for the bait. He has 2 shields. She has 2 shields. No shield on her side. And you switch, keeping this Alolan Muk alive for a potential sack swap.
Yeah, I think she didn't expect that back Gallade, and because staying with Hypno on Ninetales, so my her backline was very good for my Gallade.
Yeah, definitely. And here, obviously, she's going to shield the Lantern, because the Toxicroak is going to be deleted by this Gallade.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. I think I was lucky because she didn't pay attention to Gallade, but it could have been miles worse.
Yeah, and here you decide to throw as well before the switch clutch.
Yeah, take no risk. Moreover, I knew her Toxicroak couldn't have a move, so prefer not.
Yeah, and we move to game 2, leading again with the Venusaur, and this time you catch the Lantern in the lead, so really good call on your side.
Yes, but she had a really good backline at this moment. I knew it was very tough for me because safe switch first class meant she had Hypno in back, and I think I've swapped too fast. I could have stayed with Venu against the first class because I think I had more plays doing this. Moreover, when my Muk, no, I don't have Muk. I have Gallade, I think. My Toxicroak could beat the Lantern with Mud Bomb, and I've been too. She did a really good swap, and I was like forced to switch on Empoleon. But at this moment, I knew it was very, very hard for me.
Yeah, exactly. And the Venusaur with energy advantage wins the Frostless matchup. It's really
Exactly.
a good matchup where it's totally IV dependent, and even an attack weighted Venusaur can pick up this matchup.
Yep. Yeah, she had a really good backline. Frostlass surprised me, and it was really tough here.
Yeah, she perfectly adapted in game 2, and there comes the game 3 with a Toxicroak mirror. So here it's going to be as well. IVs are going to be important.
My backline is extremely weak to Toxicroak, so I really had to keep the lead.
Yeah.
So I was playing on sneak or deny, but she swapped here, and it was it was perfect for me.
Yeah, exactly. So you still have energy on the Toxicroak, and here comes the Muk. Let's see how Ali is going to play that. She shields, trying to go for the farm down, and she's going to throw here.
Yep. But I couldn't get in this situation of unshielded disadvantage, so
Definitely.
I let it through.
Yeah, and let's see how you play it. Obviously, it's a lot of farm, but she's going to be able to reach a Shadow Ball. Last time you didn't shield, and this time you're going to shield and to totally farm down, to have a lot of energy. And now, even if the Toxicroak comes back, she's going to take this drill pack and shield.
Yes. And here I expected here to try to swap and get my Mud Bomb. So I tried to time this good to kill the Toxicroak with Mud Bomb.
That was a perfect snipe, and you are going to reach this sludge bomb here. That's going to be
this huge sludge bomb.
Cheap damage, because now the Hypno is going to start going to be into Hydro Cannon range.
Yes, and I had good energy on my Empoleon, so I think I was good here.
Yeah. And this is
I was hoping for a Fire Punch, so obviously it was a Fire Punch.
The waterfall down, and this is a new win in the round 4, and here comes round 5 against the Bearded Teeth, which is running very interesting team with the Raichu and the Escavalier.
When I've seen the Escavalier, I was absolutely not confident. Escavalier was really tough against my team, so I had to target it with my Toxicroak, and but my Toxicroak had to also to target Raichu, Muk, and be careful to Hypno, so it was really difficult for me. I had to be safe and taking risk at the same time. It was so hard.
I played against him in EPL, and he's running the same team. So I'm curious to see how he decided to play against your team as well. Let's find out. And you lead Alolan Muk into Alolan Muk, the mirror.
I expected Hypno lead, and for me, I had to take some risks. So Muk lead was good for me.
Yeah, exactly. And here it's probably going to be a Sludge Wave. No shields. And fast Snarl sneaking in, but you are going to throw this Sludge Wave. No shields on his side, and you are swapping aggressively to Toxicroak to go ahead on energy. Swapping into the Raichu, but you get a bunch of counters here.
Yes. Surprising swap with Raichu on my Toxicroak. I expected Hypno, and I was really happy to see Raichu because I knew I could get the switch or the chill advantage.
Mm-hmm. And here you go no shield, so Thunder Punch and it KOs. You still have 2 shields.
Yes, right now I was confident because I knew I was going to farm this Raichu. I knew they had the Escavalier in back, so I had to play this very well. No mistake allowed.
Yeah, he swapped with energy on the Raichu, and you shield the Sludge Wave here, and you can farm a bit more because of this Powder Snow Alolan Ninetales. And this Weather Ball is going to KO.
And now I think I had enough synergy on my 2 months to take out this Escavalier.
Yes, and the Escavalier is going to take another Weather Ball here, and he's already in the yellow, and he needs to farm energy for the next month.
He has to throw, and I know he didn't have two drill runs, so.
And you barely.
So I had to take this with my Muk.
Yeah.
But he tried the switch on Raichu because he was still alive, and he switched at the same time as me to catch Dark Pulse, I think. But I did not have Dark Pulse, so he gave me the energy, and it was I think that helped me a lot to have my Dark Pulse against this Cavalier.
Yeah, and game 2, you are going to lead with the Gallade into the Hypno.
But I'm staying because I have Toxicroak in the back, so it was a total impro here.
Yeah, he's probably wondering why you are not sweeping, but at the same time he's confusing down. You are going to reach this Leaf Blade, shielding, because you know you can grab a shield here if you throw.
Yes, exactly.
Shielding.
But here he made a huge mistake while throwing this Fire Punch, so I was good here. I think I was good.
And here comes the Alolan Ninetales. This Fire Punch is going to do a bunch of damage to the Ninetales, but you are going to farm the Ninetales. We started to understand the strategy here. And here comes the Muk, and this Ninetales is loaded on energy, and he's going to be able to throw Weather Balls.
Exactly. For me, at this moment, I thought his backline was good for me, so I was playing my game, throwing my Wither Ball, but he was, I think, smarter than me for this game. He took a good pick and surprised me with this Raichu that wins the one shield against my Toxicroak.
Yeah, he really plays the Well, with the Raichu can apply a lot of pressure, shield pressure, because there are not a lot of mons that resist those wild charge in the meta.
Yep, exactly. He played that very, very well and outplayed me for this fight.
Yeah, winning this game with the Raichu, and last game, and we have a very bad lead with the Toxicroak into the Hypno, and you swap with the Alolan Ninetales and he swaps into the Raichu. So what were your thoughts here with this bad lead?
I know, for me, at this moment, I knew Ninetales safe swap were going to be good because I forced him to swap, and I expected the Escavalier, but they switched on Raichu, and at this moment I was quite confident because I had a big energy advantage, and I knew that Muk could do an insane work against his backline.
Yeah, shielding here the wild charge, and you are going to farm a lot on the Hypno and swapping directly into the Muk. Here comes the Escavalier, and you have one shield, and Escavalier is a squishy mon in the end.
Yes, exactly. I think it was quite risky for him to double shield on Raichu, because he really needs shield for Escavalier, but I think he miss-swapped, so at this moment I was good.
And here comes the Hypno, and you can tank this Fire Punch.
Yes, definitely.
And you are going to throw this foul play here that's going to do a ton of damage to the Hypno. And swapping into Toxicroak to throw the Sludge Bomb to seal this third game in round 5.
Yep, but like I said, I think I've been lucky because he miss-swapped, and if he had swapped on his Cavalier, it would have been really tough for me.
Yeah, don't underestimate your I think you are doing very great, proving yourself against a very, very tough opponent. And here comes another tough opponent with V-Tenacity. Running as well the Escavalier as a commander, and this Alolan Golem as a very spicy pick.
Yeah, his team was really, really tough for me. First of all, because of the Escavalier, because of Frostlass, because of Golem, because of it was going to be really, really hard. And at this moment, for me, he could play only two teams. In one hand, they could play a double Escavalier lead and a double counter to Toxicroak and back with Frostlass or Hypno, expecting Frostlass safe switch. Or he could lead Hypno and in the backline Toxicroak weakness, like Escavalier or Muk or Lantern. So I had to take big risk because it was going to be really tough. So I took the bet on Escavalier lead.
Okay, let's find out. And you lead with the Toxicroak and into the Frostlass. So this is not a bad beat.
This Frostlass surprised me a lot because I expected Hypno and not Frostlass. So when I swapped on Empoleon, I expected also the Lantern, and I knew I was in a really bad position.
Yeah, because this is a very dominant matchup for the Lantern.
There is no match here.
Yeah, and you are going straight Hydro Cannon here.
Yeah, but they played well to let me zero farm and to have a lot of energy. So it was really, really hard.
Yeah, going with the Muk here, and Snarl is not the best to farm down. Here comes
Yes.
another, a Nitro Cannon. Ooh, that,
Yeah. At this moment, I knew it was a hydro cannon, but I didn't know if I used my shield here on or against the Frostlass. But I think it was a huge mistake not shielding this Trojan wood.
and here comes the Frostlass now. You are kind of, let's say, obliged to shield this avalanche, and you are going to throw this mud bomb just before he's at an avalanche here.
Yeah, and it's a tough matchup for Toxicroak, so I knew I had lost at this moment.
Yes. CMP tying here, I think. No, you try to sneak the counter in, and
Yeah, didn't succeed.
here comes mud bomb. And unfortunately, the shield, the switch timer is not up, so this avalanche is going to KO. Here comes the Muk, and you need to throw and have a move for the last month. So let's move to game 2. This time leading with the Gallade into the Escavalier. So how do you play this matchup?
I think I had to stay because I expected Frostlass and Hypnoback, so I couldn't swap. And I've seen that it was a good matchup for me because they swapped, so I was in a good position.
Mm-hmm. And here comes the Alolan Muk to answer his Hypno swap. And here this Alolan Muk is going to be able to farm a bunch of energy.
Yes, exactly.
Let's see what Vitinacity decides to do. No shield on the Hypno.
I had to have clock timer here, so whatever will come, I had to throw my Dark Pulse.
Yeah, throwing the Dark Pulse at the Escavalier probably is going to shield and farm. And now that the switch timer is up, you swap into the Toxicroak.
Yeah, I wanted him to come with Frostlass because I knew Frostlass would beat my Toxicroak, but I knew I could take a big farm with Gallade, and this big farm could be really, really strong against the Escavalier, knowing I have a lot of energy on my Gallade.
And now the Gallade is going to spam those Leaf Blades and killing the... Yeah, and even if this move is resisted, the Escavalier is squishy and will not be able to tank.
Confusion damage are really, really hard, so I could throw whatever I want here.
Yeah, and you go for the close combat to finish this game and to draw. And this is the decisive game in round 6. So Alolan Muk into Frostlass. So this time you are calling the lead with very good lead and sneaking a Snarlier. Probably you are going to shield this avalanche.
Yep, I really need this Muk because if they had Hypno in back, my Muk would be very, very strong against his team. So I really needed him, and I didn't expect that swap here. So it was good for me.
Yeah, swapping into the Muk, you tank the Sludge Wave here, and this Mud Bomb is going to KO the Alolan Muk.
Surprising no shield here because he could take the lead, but he decided to be in an advantage of shield, which is understandable.
And this is going to farm here with the Frostlass, still no shield. So he's relying on this last mon basically.
Yes. And here I expected a blind avalanche, so I've decided to go on Gallade and no shield this, which was a really good call.
And swapping into the Alolan Muk and Vitinacity answering with the Escavalier. So here comes the first shield. Let's see if he
Also the
shields.
second one.
He shields.
But I think he made a mistake here, not throwing a move. I think they miscount my energy. So here I knew I was really, really good. Because I could no shield and go on Gallade and throw on Frostlass.
Yeah, this drill run is going to KO, and one confusion KOs, and yeah, even with the confusion damage, it will have KO'd the Frostlass, and that's GG. So at this stage, you are 6-0, if I'm
Yes,
correct.
exactly.
So
this was one of my hardest match against Vitinasti. We've seen this is why Gallade is such a monster, because energy advantage with is extremely strong, spamming Leaf Blade and with his insane attack. So Gallade was my MVP right now.
yeah, definitely you are showing very good usage, and surprisingly a very spicy pick, because I don't think I saw someone else running Gallade, and you are really showing how this Pokemon can break some cores into this meta.
Yeah, exactly. I really love Gallade. I play him often in Silph, and I think without him on this tournament, it would have been really tough. It was extremely tough, but Gallade was so helpful.
And this is the last game, the last round, and I think you were the only one with 6-0 at that stage.
No, it was at 6-0 too.
He was at 6-0.
So it was obviously a sweep, or him or me.
Okay, so that added even more pressures.
Yes, but when I've seen his team, I knew I had plays. I just had to keep on my strategy and keep confident. And if I played well and no mistake, everything could go okay.
Yeah, and we are seeing here another double electric strategy plus a Dugong with
yes,
icy winds, always putting some pressure and some hard mind games into the opponent.
Yep, exactly. Here for me, Gallade was again a good pick, because he could beat easily Toxicroak and also Lantern and Dugong with Confusion Damage and Leaf Blade. I think he lost against Raichu, but Leaf Blade damage are insane, so if I have energy advantage, is good. And even for Munchlax, even if Leak is destroying me, if I can have a close combat, they're huge chaos. So I was really confident against my Gallade.
Yeah, definitely, and you show throughout the previous rounds how the Gallade has a lot of coverage and can hit, at least for neutral, most, if not all, the mons that you faced throughout the tournament. So I'm curious to see how you decided to play, if you are going to stay with the Alolan Ninetales lead and Gallade in the back for this game one. And indeed, and catching the Raichu in the lead, so this is a very...
It was really great for me here.
Yeah, very neutral matchup, and at the same time, this Alolan Ninetale, it's...
And this is why I really love Ninetales with Border Snow, because in those matchup, it's extremely strong spamming Wither Ball against a really squishy Pokemon, so I think I was really good.
Yeah, and he bait you with the Thunder Punch.
Yes, good bait.
And shielding here. And this time you decide to go no shield, and it's another Thunder Punch, and you are going to reach another Weather Ball. This is huge for you, taking a switch.
Yes, exactly.
Advantage.
As you can see, it's still the same strategy for me, like a really safe Ninetales lead and this inside coverage backline with Gallade and Muk.
Yeah, exactly. And at this stage, You countered this core, this break Hypno Toxicroak in the back from your opponent, and this is GG.
Yes, exactly.
There is no way that the opponent can come back. You still have a shield, and this fire punch is going to tickle the Muk. And you're throwing the sludge wave and snarling down. Game 2, so you are one game away from the sweep, and you have a perfect lead here with the Gallade into the Toxicroak, and this time you brought the Venusaur.
Yeah. I took the bet that he could play Raichu or Lantern in back, and for me Venusaur was a really good answer, but he played Munchlax, so it was still a good answer.
Yeah, exactly. Venusaur, if he can avoid the Hypno and the Muk is pretty good in he's a very bulky mon, can hit hard with the Frenzy Plant, as we are going to see no because he shields.
But at this moment, I knew he absolutely wanted to keep the lead, so I had to double shield and have a perfect timing for my move, and I succeed.
Yeah, exactly. And you are going to reach this Frenzy Plant before his next
big CMP here.
Yeah, with CMP. And this is huge for you. You kept switch.
Yeah, switch, and I don't let him a lot of farm.
Yeah, and here comes the Alolan Muk. Who has a better matchup against Alolan Raichu, obviously, because the dark type, tanking here the wild charge and switching into the.
Yeah, I expected him to switch on Toxicroak after after those wild charge damage, so I swapped really fast.
Yeah, and here this.
As you can see, those leaf blade damage are insane.
Yeah, he's going to the double leaf blade is going to KO the Raichu, and you take game 2 and the sweep here.
Yep, that's it.
Very nice. So definitely you showed that it's really important as well in the cup to have a game plan, to stick to it, because once you master it, you can be deadly and really catch off guard a lot of good players. This Powder Snow Alolan Ninetales was very interesting.
And as I said, it was one of my first pick, and I knew it was going to be a really good pick in this meta.
Thanks, really thanks Arsnyo for joining me tonight. It was very interesting to understand how you built your team, how you kind of went off meta with this Powder Snow Ninetales and with the Gallade. Any final thoughts on your side?
Thank you to invite me for this commentary. It's an honor for me, like I said, for one of my best tuners so far. So I'm really happy to be here, and thanks again.
Yeah, again, congratulations on the sweep. That was huge. So don't forget.
Yeah, it was amazing.
And you hit Elite. This
yes, exactly.
That's a very good achievement. It's your first time, I assume, you get Elite.
Yes, because last season I played only a few months, so for my first whole season, I can hit Elite in May. So I'm really happy.
Yeah, very congratulations for this and for the sweep. I do hope you like this content. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to stay tuned, as we are going to cover more Silph and PvP content very soon. Bye.
Goodbye.